Hi everybody, welcome. I'm Philippa-Lee, the spiritual tourist. I'm here to do free mini clairvoyant readings tonight. So when you come on, just share the video would be great while it's live. And ask your question. Look, stick to one question. That means I get to more of you. Okay. I do this to show you that the afterlife and helping to create our fate is real. So I don't do this as your traditional professional clairvoyant medium. I do this just to give you proof of the afterlife, I guess. I'm not here to prove anything, but look, it's beautiful. When I read for strangers and people I don't know, it's just such validation for me of the afterlife. And so then I give you my private page. Hi Jenna, hi Karen. And what my private page is, which is linked onto the Spiritual Tourist, and I'll post it in the comments afterward, is your opportunity to not necessarily get a reading from me, because I don't do private readings, but to connect with people that I trust in this industry. Okay, and a lot of stuff is free that I review. I don't have sponsors or anything like that, so I review free sites and different things that you can access, finding out about yourself and your connection with the afterlife for yourselves as well. So that's my main purpose for doing this. I see we're getting some questions already. Hi Debbie. I've got a question that was pending from last week with Debbie Mealing. I see Sarah's there as well. So hubby's going to write the questions down. I'll introduce you to hubby as well for those of you who don't know us. Hi Jade. This is Boogs, otherwise known as Andrew, my husband. This is Marley. She's having a... Oh, there we go. Hello, Marley. She comes with us on ghost hunts and all sorts of things. So I'll just put you back there on the table. So this is the last session for 2018 that I'm scheduling. Doesn't mean I won't pop up at Christmas or something and surprise you all. But like I said, I do this to show you the afterlife's real and to give you hope of the future, because we're definitely all creating the future. It's not just us individually. Anyway, so we're just going to basically read tonight. My website is not Philippa-Lee, that's my name. Yeah, Marley has a lovely face. She's a bit blonde like us. So thespiritualtourist.com.au is where you can find out pretty much anything I'm linked to. Okay, and it's all free. So I'm going to just talk to Debbie for a bit. Debbie, I see you're on. Hi Brian. Wonderful reading with Brian last week, and we found the person who'd come through the week before. Brian was meant to come online that week before last, and he couldn't get on and onto the Facebook and stuff and onto the video. So I got a name last week and introduced that when Brian was actually in the middle of his reading, and it was his brother. So I'm really grateful he came through for you, Brian. Okay, so I'm going to have a look at you, Debbie. Look, I didn't review the readings from last week yet. I really don't remember a lot of logical, Debbie, which isn't a bad thing. A bit like we're starting again and you get to have more validation. I did make a couple of notes at the time just after though. I think you were wondering about finances. I'm not sure, but your pop came through last week and validated via your car and a minor accident that was around you at the time, or it just happened. Hi everyone coming on, good to see you. Some people have a little bit of trouble finding the video. Hubby's going to pin it, or he's already pinned it to the top of Philippa-Lee, the spiritual tourist, yes? Okay, so it's the public page. Hi Rami. Yeah. I can feel you, obviously I can't see you all, but I've got the photographs that I've seen of a lot of you flashing in front of my face here. So it's lovely to see you all. And so Debbie, so look, then I saw a modern home for you. So I wanted to just revisit that with you. Debbie, hi Donna. Got a few families on. So I just wanted to validate the modern home for you, Debbie. I don't sort of have any context, which isn't a bad thing, but give us a little bit of validation of where you would place a modern home. Is that in the now? Okay, because I think this is more to do with perhaps a question around finance. All right, so just still my mind and have a look. Yeah, look, it's definitely looking like, look, a nice one, but a kid home type thing. Okay, so can you place that for me in regard to a modern home around you at the moment? Is this something that you've got around you at the moment, Debbie? Do you want a more modern home? Okay, because you're asking me about finances, I think, last week. I've written down the word finance. So what I really love to do with this sort of question, okay, is just do a quickie on the playing cards for you. Like I said, these are mini readings. These aren't going to be comprehensive readings. Look, there's a certain emotional attachment that comes with comprehensive readings that I need a break from. So I'm doing the minis to introduce you to all the wonderful people out there who do private readings and longer ones. So Debbie's validating for us she would love a modern home. Look, it feels like it's in the future, but I always like you to validate because you've said you've got an old home at the moment, so the modern home. I'm just going to lay out a couple of cards for you, Debbie. I don't get paid to refer people or anything like that, so I do this for the love of it. And so definitely find my private page, which I'll put the link up afterwards. Okay, so let's have a look. All right, look, you've got a yes on money as such. Look, it's not quite like Google, it doesn't always come up. But you've got the Ace of Clubs, which is a little bit extra. I am seeing a partner to you, Debbie, so I'm not sure whether you're partnered at the moment or what that's about, but just validate for us where that is in the now. I also see an older male to you past. I know we talked about your pop, and I've lost the logical knowledge of the readings before you, pretty much. Been a long week for me. So just validate a couple of things for you. Who would be the older male to you past? I keep hearing a K name. It's a male name. All right, so place the K for us. This could be somebody who's passed. Look, this could be something predictive. When I say predictive, it's magnetized in. It's not necessarily a set fate, but it's definitely magnetized into you already, Debbie, because that's possibly another question that you had on your mind. So even though you're coming in asking one question, everybody, you're definitely going to get more information, which is really validating as well, because I'm being told about love for you. Now, the older male who passed, okay, so hi everybody, Chad, Kasha. Okay, so keep the K in mind, okay, because we're just talking about a man in the future. We're going to laugh if it starts with a K. This has happened quite a lot in the past with my readings, okay, so look, we're just going to sit with that. Look, I think it's the name Kevin, but the K. I don't want to jinx it for you, Debbie. So I am predicting, believe it or not, love for you. Look, I'm seeing you perhaps saying no to a couple of things. I'm not sure if you've already got kids, Debbie, or, you know, look, I'm seeing a little picture. I have no idea if that's a painting or what it is. I'd have to really look weird looking at the phone to see you there. So like I said, without that context, we'll just validate those few things for us, Debbie. So you've got some extra money there. You have got a change in residence. It's not quite yet. It will be upcoming. It's something that you're going to have come towards you whether you had this reading or not, okay, because it's just straight out the deck. Okay, so you have adult kids and 2 grandkids. Okay, well, there you go. So I'm seeing the kids around you and your energy and a lot of action there. I would assume this is your father, Debbie. Is your father passed? Okay, because there's this older male pushing through. I'm going to try to be a bit quicker tonight than I usually am. Hi, Renee. Hi, Tara. I'm good, thanks, Kasha. Hi, Hayley. Rami, you've finished your artwork and we're ready to apply this week. Yes, everyone sent Rami a lot of positivity. He is going for the dream of his life. He's worked for many years on it, as we all do, but his moment is actually this week, so he's going to do great. Okay, so he's still here. There's potentially a pop coming back through, I know, because I wrote a note that he came through last week. But he's sending you a lot of love. He's showing me an old shed, this fellow. Okay, he's quite old. He's showing me this shed. He's talking about the tools and stuff like that, so he would have been into tools. I'm more seeing in regard to upcoming, though, where you're possibly going to get this house built. Ah, you felt that, Rami, huh? I said, oh, what a push. Lovely. I'm just going to scroll back a little bit. Thanks for sharing, Kasha. I'll try to get to as many people as possible. So just a couple of things there for you to validate. I'm not going to sit too much on each person. I want to get to everybody. Hi, Snez. Christy. Okay. So a couple of varied questions there. All right. It's more about people's lives tonight. It tends to get a theme, doesn't it? All right, so I'm seeing the grandkids there. I'm seeing 3. Look, you might have more, you might have less. It means there's more coming. It just means a particular focus or moment in time, Debbie, that I'm seeing. But I'm definitely seeing you with a really, really big wish to do with love. Look, I'm not saying rely on that to be in regard to a modern home, but I do see a combination of that. Possibly this is to do with your dad still here. Yes, I see you all. Natalie Windle's come on too. Hi, Natalie. I'll have to meet you all one day. If I haven't already, I've met some of you. In person, I mean. Hi, Lily. So I'm going to get the list from hubby. A couple of things there to get back to us, Debbie. All right. Sorry, what was this word? Finances?
Yeah, finances.
Okay. We've got Sarah Mealing. Okay. I'm sort of going to go in as much order as I can, as quick as I can. We're just going to pull a couple of cards for you on finances. Okay, sweetie. And after that we've got Jessie. Oh no, Jade Strong. Will she move soon? Hi, Isabel. Hi, Claudine. Mandy. I've got Mandy down because her daughter came through. We had a person who wasn't claimed from the other side last time, and then Mandy came on about a minute after the live, and so I believe that to be her daughter. So we're going to look for you a little bit as well. But just a quick couple of cards for Sarah Mealing. You're welcome, Sarah. All right, you got short trips. You got a little bit of work on a car. It's good stuff. Look, I don't know if this is registration or something like that. Jenna's saying her pop had lots of tools in the shed. I think you wanted your pop last week, Jenna. Is that correct? He could well be pushing through. I'm not going to rule it out. It's not the norm, but you were pretty keen last week from memory. So something to do with vehicle. Okay, Sarah. Look, do you have a son, Sarah? Yeah, okay. Do you want one, or is there something to do with the male around you with the vehicle? Okay, so this is Sarah Mealing. I'm going to multitask tonight. Okay, you've got someone, Sarah, that would around you. Yeah, you have a son, he's 9. Okay. All right, so let's just backtrack to that. But you've got a someone who passed of a surprise. They didn't make it to hospital. Who was this, Sarah? Who didn't make it to hospital? Okay, they passed and they didn't. Hi everyone coming on. I'll do my best to get to as many as possible. There's also someone who would have had a heart problem. I don't know if this is the same person. Okay, so this is your dad, Sarah. Okay. This is probably where I was getting the dad coming through. I'm assuming you're related to Debbie Mealing, who I was reading originally. And at the end of last week I didn't get to finish her. I ran out of steam, so we picked it up where we left off. So your dad passed. Okay, tell us your relationship with Debbie Mealing and So he went into cardiac arrest. Okay, all right. Ah, so she's your auntie. Okay, all right. I'll probably forget in 5 minutes, but we got it for the second. Okay. All right, so that's real validation of your father, Sarah, even though you've asked about finances. Okay. You've got some good surprises in regard to money. Look, it is positive. I am seeing you working, Sarah. Sarah's giving us an LOL. It's always a joy to hear from our loved ones. There's no rhyme or reason to it. Good evening, Marcus. Hi, Charmaine. Look, there's no rhyme or reason to it. In so many readings, thousands and thousands of readings, I still haven't, and group things, over 1,000 group things, I haven't figured out the pattern to it. I think it's just, yeah, anyway. It's a bit like the answer to life, the meaning of life. Who would know when its powers greater than us controlling it? Okay, so this is the other side that controls it a bit. I do see something in there that's a change of work for you that's really positive, Sarah. Okay, she's just saying, I want to work. All right, so she also wants to look at her own business. Well, I definitely see a traditional type job. It's not to say that you won't get that business, but go in that direction. But there is the odd no, but you've got a big yes there and a big wish come true around that. That's going to help money for sure. Okay, so that really makes sense because it's like a change and then you're looking to have a job. Okay, so wonderful. Hi, Susan. All right, so that's your answer there. Okay, like I said, this is going to be pretty quick tonight. Join my private page. I'll put the link up afterwards. I'll just have a quick drink. I want to quickly look at Jade Strong. Her question of moving soon. This is a cool question. Look, I'm not making preference of the types of questions you ask. You're welcome, Sarah. But I am saying to you, oh, your son looks good in there, Sarah. It's just he's in your energy, okay, and that money affecting him in a positive way. But work-life balance, don't forget that when you're on the road to success, because you will be. So Jade Strong, moving soon. Okay, so I'm pretty much looking at these in order. Okay. Susan saying hello. Michelle with her husband. Okay, you still writing them down? Mm-hmm. Yeah, cool. All right. Jade Strong, moving soon. Timing's interesting. I look at events around you. Okay, Jade, so I'm going to try identify some event that you may already know about. All right, was there a delay on a move? Okay, was there a no from somebody that ended up good around moving? Not what I expected to see, Jade, but has there been a delay? I would assume this might be, or it's a good thing though. Okay, this might have been around work or location. Give us a bit of context there for you, Jade. I'm not sure. I think I've read for you. I'm sorry if I've forgotten. It's like mediumnesia, John Edward calls it. But I'm seeing, look, do you work in healthcare as well? Okay, so validate that for us, how that would be around you. There's a woman in spirit wanting to say hello. There's actually two of them. Okay, so there's one the generation above and then one the generation above that. Okay, so one above you. It feels like it's to the side, so I'm not sure if this is a partner's female above or whether this would be an auntie. Look, I'll let you place it. Hi, Jessica. I'll do my best. Hi, Emma. If you don't get a turn, or even if you do, just come to the private page and we'll sort you out there, because there's lots of other people I can refer you to that I trust as readers, okay? And I'm pretty picky. I don't say much when I don't like it, but when I do, you'll hear about it. Okay, so there's lots of free stuff out there. I'm doing sort of a rating thing, which is helping, I hope. And we rate it together and give our reports of whether we liked it or not. Okay, so Jade's saying to us, hang on. Where did you go, Jade? I'm just scrolling. I think I should have taken a place, but I said no to it, but I haven't found a better place. All right, so that validates what just came up. Wow, blows me away. I have no idea about, you, I guess, at this point. And it just really validates that there's the connection with everything. We really are contributing to our future. There's some sort of trip in there in regard to timing for you, Jade, and moving. Okay, so this is a trip that is potentially at least a few hours away. Okay, so it's more than a day trip. I do see a partner to you, Jade, and just validate the healthcare for us. I'm just writing that down. Try to keep a track of the validations. I don't always get to come back to that. I'm also seeing kids around for you, Jade. A lot going on, I would imagine, for you, Jade. So you're a spiritual healer. Lovely. You've got some choices around that upcoming, definitely. You've got even joining forces with a centre or somewhere like that. So you're validating you have 2 children. Yeah, so you've got a fair bit going on. So I'm not sure where you do your spiritual healing. Come on to the, I'm not sure if you're already on the private page, but definitely come along and you can share your stuff. But I'm seeing a centre perhaps, or something to do with online as well. So I'm not sure if you're online already or doing some stuff online. There's some good surprises in regard to not your question, but life, okay? You said no to the place that you didn't like. So that's good, you know. It was you not doing something, a delay, and then that being a good thing. So you have got your ultimate move coming up eventually, all right? So your timing is around some sort of trip. So when have you planned a trip? Okay, this will be when you either find it, or I'm saying you with some time still to organise this. Oh, thank you, Brian. Took long enough for me to get to 6 months, I think, so I'm glad it was spot on. Yeah, so you're going to move in your area. All right, look, it's there. I'm saying it not being an issue, okay? Look, a lot of times when it doesn't really come up straight away for you, okay, well, there's a trip in there, all right? There's going to be some sort of, it's positive, okay? Look, you've got a lot of positivity there. The really only thing was it wasn't the right place for you at the moment. There may be 2 changes in regard to move that I'm seeing, okay? I'm going to see a bit more than you've asked, so a bit more for you to think about beyond your immediate question, I think. And definitely perhaps some sort of centre that you may work out of, or something to do with online. Hi, Jane. So just validate for us your work direction quickly there. You have got extra money that will be coming in, which will help your ultimate choices to do with where you live in general, as a generalised question. Look, I think it'll be fine. I think you'll find a place. I just don't know that it's your end game. Okay, honey? All right. So I'm going to talk quickly to Mandy Thompson, whose daughter, I believe, came through last week. Okay, so just tell us your... you work out of a centre, Jade, and it has a website. Wonderful. I'm seeing that going places, so that looks really positive. Glad to see that you're all out there doing that. Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you, Robin. Okay, so now I will tell you there's a bit of a delay. I think it's around 30 seconds to when you hear me and when I get your comments, so it's a little bit slow sometimes. Thanks, Jessica. Hi, Kay, Mandy. I'm probably not going to use cards for you. I see a younger female to do with you, and I know this would be your daughter who you've asked about, but I also see an older lady to you. Okay, so I'm not, again, coming in knowing your age or anything like that. You don't, have to necessarily validate, but who would be the older lady to you? I keep hearing the name of Anne. How do you relate to the name of Anne, Mandy? You're welcome, Jade. Your auntie. Okay. So, your daughter's with your auntie, is what I'm saying, because they're both there. Renee's writing OMG. I don't know what that's in reference to. And who's the Anne? Tell us about Anne, Mandy. I don't know how you relate to that name. I'm not quite sure how it's spelt. Like I said, there's a bit of a lag. Okay, Renee's talking about your niece. So put this in context, Renee, for us, and we want to hear back from Mandy about this name. Seeing other kids around you, Mandy. Okay, so your auntie passed many years ago. Okay, so this I've seen so many times. It's the people that come for us. Okay, when my father was passing, he kept seeing his father, for instance, and you've probably heard that a lot. So I would believe it would be your auntie who came for your daughter. I'm seeing other children around you, Mandy, that are still here. Okay, so validate that for us. I'm seeing also, yeah, look, we'll let Mandy answer on the end, but I'm not going to rule out them all trying to come in because it's the last one for this year. They do that to me at the end of in-person stage shows and things. And I think what's meant to be will be. Let's have a look, Renee. It has happened in other lives where someone's... Okay, Bianca Ann, and yes, 3 sons you have. Okay, alright. So who's Bianca Ann? Alright, I just want to put... I'm just hearing the name. Okay, I don't know if it's the person passed or... Is this your daughter? No, I'm not left-handed. This is my right hand. It's backwards, I think. Your daughter, wow. 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 I honestly wouldn't have been able to hear the Bianca, so I heard the Ann. I'm good at three letter names. Wow. Okay, so wow. So that's your daughter, met by your auntie. So she's in a good place. I'm seeing you having sensed your daughter and feel like you're talking with her sometimes. Ah, so she was named after your auntie. All the Anns. Wow. Wow. This is why I do this, to feel like this and to get the validation. That's my selfish part in it. Yes, it is mirrored in the screen, Rami. I noticed that one time. I'm like, huh? Oh, wow. Wow. So a lot of emotion there, Mandy. A lot of love. A lot of wow for me. I won't get to you all tonight. I will do my best. Obviously, I won't get to everyone in an hour, but look, I don't have a reading in this hour, and I've learnt to do it for myself, even before I could do this for other people or anything like that. So I will be sharing you everything I know for free on the private page. Okay, so a lot of validation there for you, Mandy. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right. So, Kat Hewitt has a question. Okay, now I've recovered from that. Oh, thanks, Jessica. Yeah, it is lovely, Snez, to hear from past loved ones. Yeah, it gets me. I can't just summon up my father, but here and there I get to hear from him. And one time, I wondered why couldn't he be the one who showed me stuff in readings and so on, and look at when he turns up I'm a mess, so that's why. Does she need to tell you anything? Look, the message is love, Mandy. There's so much to say. Please validate for me, Mandy, your own connection with her, because I want to validate that for you most of all tonight. Okay, Mandy? Because you are having connections with her. She's insisting that you do. And the auntie's there with her as well. Jessica's saying she'd love to have my gift so she could speak to her daddy. It's not a gift. It's something I figured out. There's 4 easy steps that I won't go into tonight. The one affirmation I will give you is that to do with that anyone can. Okay? So my gift is actually telling you that you can. I eat meat, I smoke cigarettes, I swear. I am special in my own way, but I am nobody special. I'm no guru, I'm no religious leader. I don't follow any religion or dogma. And I can see stuff, so can you. My husband, the car guy, all of 26 years of age, can now do it after a few years of hanging out with me. There you go, Jessica. You're primed, ready to see. She's saying I swear and smoke. And look, some might see me now once you get to know me. Oh, she's a bit moralistic or whatever. Look, I know how energy works, you know. I try not to lie, even to my own mother. Hopefully she's not watching. Thank you, Marie. Okay, so the message is basically about your connection, Mandy, and all of us, all of our connections with the afterlife. I'm going to look at your question, Kat Hewitt, while the others get back to us. When will your home be completed? Another timing question. I think my brother's leaving, I'm not sure. He's in the next room. So if we hear a loud voice saying anything, it'll be my brother. So Kat Hewitt. So my husband sees the future quite often. It's not like looking at other people's business works and things like that, but when it's going to impact him, he'll get to see it pretty much these days, which is great. Look, pre-warned is forewarned and forearmed, but quite often it's positive and can give you hope as well, or help you shift things. So there's lots of benefits to that. I didn't really answer Jade exactly when you're moving, but it'll work out. Don't you worry, girl. So Kat Hewitt, all right, you've got it straight up, Kat Hewitt. You've got the 10 of diamonds, okay, straight up. It's in the now, okay, so I don't know the context of you to do with when it's due, but I'm not sure if you had a problem with windows, okay, so I'm seeing some sort of hold up to do with windows, Kat. Is this in the now, or have you done the windows? How far along are you? I'm going to quickly answer Jessica Dean's question while I'm doing this. I've done this before at parties. Oh dear. Yes, you have a darker haired woman approving you to do with a contract, Jessica. So I'm not sure who you're dealing with in the now, but it's a darker haired lady I'm seeing in the room while you sign this contract. It would look like a lease to me. Yeah, okay, so Mandy's saying sorry, still getting over what you have said about Anne and Bianca together. Yeah, look, that's fine. That's fine. I think the message is given for tonight, and it is an emotional thing. I had to take a sec there too. Thank you for explaining your disappearance though. Yeah, look, it is about your connection, Mandy. I will be offering a lot more information on the private page to do with that, and you can certainly post and share your own experiences and questions. There's a lot of people who are very loving on that page. Okay, so you're saying that Kat is saying that back at the house had to be removed windows. Wow, Kat. I'm getting it'll all be fine again, you know, like I did for the other lass, but it's something that validates for you. Wow, blows me away. Validates for you about the yes on it. It's in the now. I'm seeing that it's all going to work out fine from here is what I get, okay? So it'll be smooth now, all right? I'm going to quickly answer Brian about his surgery. I see that you've got some medication to do with that. I would also ask you, Brian, are you having something removed? I won't get too personal, but I would like to validate. You're welcome, Jessica. It was good news. I'm glad I got to deliver good news for you with the house. Oh, you're welcome, Kat. I can only deliver the answers that you are helping to create. We're not in total control of our future, but we certainly contribute. Worry does none of us any good. So, Brian, just validate for us if you are having something removed to do with surgery. Okay, you don't have to go into detail. Oh, hi, Kelly. Kelly from New York. She came. She has missed this for quite a bit. So I am seeing success for you, Brian. Look, there's also some sort of maybe slight change to do with that surgery. Always follow your doctor's advice. I'm seeing you in a few people's hands to do with that. I'm also seeing some money you don't have to pay for that. All right, so a couple of things. Oh, Kat. Kat's saying, I hope my book name makes it. It already did. We'll see what Hay House think, though. It's not a secret, but I'm enjoying everyone's suggestions. I think there's been some great suggestions. I was really stuck with what I'm going to call my book, which is an adventure of how I came to see and 4 easy steps that I discover. But I loved hers, which is where angels dare to tread. Okay, so Brian's saying, yes, melanoma and switch last week. You told me to have checked. Wow, Brian. Wow. 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 So you got them checked. You're a good boy. I'm very pleased and proud of you, Brian. Wow. Yeah, this is a good thing. Okay, so this is a good thing. In regard to something maybe slightly changing, I'm not sure which surgery you're referring to. Follow your intuition, okay? Seen the thing, you know, obviously that's the melanoma's been removed. Wow, wow. You're definitely going to have extended life, Brian. Look, the future isn't set. If you're not feeling well, people, go to the doctor, get it checked. I force myself, I tell myself this. Oh, you're welcome, Brian. We want to see you around for a while yet. You've got plenty of years yet, Brian. My dad got an extra 10 because I used to hassle him at different things. Have a dream and then go, hey, Dad. Some call it cheating, but what the hell? Why not? So you've got hernias. Okay, all right. Look, I am seeing them being fixed. There may be some sort of slight change to the schedule or something to do with more so. Possibly, look, it's some good change. I'm not sure if it's slightly to do with the procedure. It won't be too impacting though. Okay, so don't obsess on it, but I do see that being successful for you, Brian. You will get there, but you've got this other thing's been removed first. Okay, so that's the more immediate thing I see around you. I'm not medically trained at all, people. I am just seeing images and we interpret and send you off to the proper people. Okay, the professionals. All right, so Kat had the window. She validated for us. Have a little bit of a drink. Oh, did Snez have an angry face? Yeah, we just got to keep a positive attitude, Jessica. Look, at the end of the day, we're not in control of it. I've never met one consciousness that is in control of all of this. Do tell if you do. I'd love to hear about it. I'm not opposed to there being one consciousness, but I have never met something. Oh, Snez is saying it wasn't on purpose. Yeah, Snez is lovely. She's come on from the beginning, I think, months ago. All right, I'm going to look at you, Kelly Leonardi. All right. She's from New York City. She's stayed up at 4 a.m. to come on, and she has been trying for quite a while. All right. Thanks, Brian. He's saying you're amazing. You don't owe me anything, like you might have seen with Bianca Ann and the auntie. You know, that's why I do it. He caught me last week. He's like, you do this for that, don't you? To get the feeling for yourself, you know, to connect in. Yes, I don't always get to do this for myself, so doing it for you helps me to see it. So Kelly Leonardi, I'm going to do a little bit of a spread, okay, and then I'm going to go through some real quick questions. I want to do a bit of the other side for Kelly. Look, Kelly, I'm not going to say too much. She's in the private group. She has said that she had some activity happening, so we know she's opening up. Congratulations, Kelly. It's not always positive, okay? Sometimes some fearful things can come in. Always saying to yourself, if you're not or out loud, if you're not of love, then you can leave. Look, there's all sorts of things you can do, but ultimately she's saying that the activity has quietened down now. But you mentioned a couple of things around your husband who had passed, you said. Okay, so I just wanted to have a quick look for Kelly and connect in. I don't really know or remember much logical from that. I'm in a little bit of different headspace when I do the readings. And also too, it's too vast, the information for everybody, so I can't hold on to it Brian, we've got to be the change we want to see, yeah? That's all we can do. All we can do. Alright, so Kelly. I'm actually seeing some work and study around you, Kelly. I don't know anything about you personally, but I want to validate that for you. Look, I am seeing you working, paying bills. I would assume you work, but there's definitely that going on around you, or some sort of course. Okay? Any comments I don't get to, I do get to have a look at them, okay? Through the week. Usually, okay, so when you got little stories, do tell, and definitely join that private page. I keep plugging it, I just want to give to everyone and share what we know. Okay, so you've definitely got the other side there. It's even come up in your cards. It's the 7 and 10 of spades together. There's something to do with a loss of money, to do with somebody who passed. I don't know if this was your husband, Kelly, or who this was to do with, okay? It was something not paid. And there's a regret around the person who passed to do with that. Okay, so there's a lack of some sort of money that they left you. I don't know if this was your husband. Okay, can you validate who that is for us? Because there's a great weight around this. Okay, there's a lot of emotion around this. This is not a happy thing that would have been around you, Kelly. All right. We'll come back to you when you come on. I've written a note there. Loss of money to do with someone past. When I say there's not one consciousness in control of it, I do think that there's a consciousness perhaps connected to all of us that's trying to help us, that I call the universe. Also, I'd ask if you've had a problem with your internet, okay, at all. Kelly. Internet question mark. Internet question mark. Just writing this down. I do my best to see as much as possible. Okay, wow, so you're still having to pay for his funeral, your husband's funeral, along with other debt. He's so sorry. Look, I've really gone in there tonight. I'm in the proper space. Like I said, I don't read for you on the private page. This is why, because it takes a particular focus and energy to do it like this. Which can take a lot of energy, but wow, that's, you know, not that this happened to you, Kelly, but that I can validate that he's very sorry about that debt and very sorry. Wow, you're still paying for the funeral, honey. Oh. He's very sorry. So there's that. He knows about that. Look, they're not all knowing on the other side. He's saying he's not in a position to be a guide for you or anything like that. He is in regret of his actions in general. He ran away. Okay, so he didn't go to a punishment place. He's not lost. He's saying he's in the afterlife. He's in the glow. Okay. Thanks, Jessica. I'll catch up on your messages after, lovely. We'd love you in the private room, Jessica. If you know a lot about this, then carry the energy with me. Come on in. You're crying, Kelly, yeah. So it's not quite like Google, but he answered pretty quick for you, didn't he? And I had no idea about that debt. So that's such huge validation for you. Let's look at a little bit of a hope for your future in this regard, okay? Like I said, this won't be coming from him. It's not like he's guiding you. I feel that there's a much older lady, I would assume a grandmother type figure or nan to you, that's more coming through and giving you a lot of love around this situation as well. Okay, you might have sensed her. Like I said, I came in with the pre-knowledge of the husband, but not that information, and you've said you've sensed him and seen him, and he's protected you in one instance, which is huge. Brian's giving you big hugs, thanks. I bet you give a good bear hug, Brian. Yeah, so let's look at a little bit of hope for your future. Possibly an internet problem, don't worry too much if that hasn't happened. It's just something to validate that, yes, you do have a future there. Tanya's asking how she joins the private room. I'll put the link up on this string that you're all commenting on afterwards, okay? probably tonight, definitely by tomorrow. So some good surprises for you, Kelly. Look, I don't know how soon this is in. You're still paying for the funeral. But I will tell you that there's love there. I do see love in your life. I don't know if this has already happened or it's upcoming for you, but this is something really positive in your life, okay? So your husband hopes that you live on, and don't let what he did take any more than it needs to from you. I don't think he meant to do that. So you will recover, Kelly. You will. All right. Like I said, I'm saying you're working. Your grandmother, you smelled her perfume so strong a week or so ago. Yes, she's around you. She sent you a lot of love, a lot of pink around this area, your back. Look, definitely get anything checked out if you're worried, but I'm saying you may be stretching a bit and just working on that sort of thing for yourself and flexibility. Like I said, I'm no doctor or anything medically trained at all. But if you feel that's the right thing to do, then look at that a little bit. Talking about Chantilly lace. Oh, the perfume. Okay, all right. I had to place it. I'm like, I didn't see lace. Yeah, so you've sensed her. So you've smelled her. And she's validating that for you. And that's so cool that that was a week ago. So a lot more for us to explore, but I'm glad I could validate that message from your husband. Like I said, it's not exactly a guide. Look, you've witnessed him protecting you. I don't doubt that at all. Lots more to explore, Kelly. Okay, so you hurt your back falling down the stairs. Okay. So, wow. So you're validating that. Look, I don't see you having created that, I will add. I don't know that we draw it all in. Okay? More on that later, but look at some healing type modalities for your back that are in line with seeing your doctor as well, sweetie. Okay, because you've got more healing there. All right. Thank you so much, Kelly. I wish I could spend the hour with each and every one of you, but like I said, it's a little bit emotionally impacting. I love the validation in and out for me. And I'll refer you to some beautiful readers on the private page. And I'll give you that link afterwards. All right. So we had Charmaine. Okay, Charmaine, I'm going to go through quite quickly. Yeah, there are some amazing validations. Wow. It's like the quicker it goes, the easier it gets, huh? Each week. Charmaine Breen, I think it is. I'm still learning my hubby's handwriting. Have you got the other?
Yeah.
What were you going to say, sweetie?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got Sarah Carey with the job as well, to do with her husband. Okay. You've got a few questions there. Okay, so I'm going to look at the job for you. You're asking about a baby having health problems. I think that you're going to follow your intuition and visit the doctor for that question. Sweetheart. You're welcome, Kelly. A lot of love. I think it was worth you staying up for that. That's good. Fascinating to me. Thank you all for coming on. Okay, Sarah. If Charmaine, come back if you're still on. Sarah. Okay, so let's look at your husband's job. I'll do a couple of cards for you, Sarah. You've asked to hear from your dad. I'm assuming he's passed. Reading some of the comments as I'm scrolling. So you're all experiencing connections, aren't you? Oh, look at you all. Once we get a safe space, and that's that's my thing. I'm facilitating the safe space, showing you all a bit that anyone can, which is my message, because I'm anyone. Okay, so you popped past last year. I'm not saying anyone can do this video or what have you. That's pretty scary stuff, public speaking. But in regard to seeing, anyone can, I assure you. Harley's saying been a bit of a week of energy this week for her. I think for us all, some shifts happening. Okay, so let's look at Sarah. Okay, you pop. Alright. Alright, you've given me a few questions. I'm actually going to look at your husband's and the job, okay? Alright, look, you've got the card of wanting more security. There's doorways there. It's about money. It's to do with a vehicle, and there's a younger child as well. Sarah, can you validate for me if you have kids, and if you do, if they're littler? Okay, so I'm seeing you're pretty busy. Seeing you're pretty busy. Seeing an older lady still here around you, Sarah, as well, helping out. Has someone come to stay with you unexpectedly, or vice versa, Sarah? It's a female relative. So this has nothing to do with your question. You have a 6-year-old son and expecting in April next year. Congratulations, Sarah. Yes, little ones. So that's your focus, babies. I have a 21-year-old, I'm done. But babies and joy all around you, and nappies. So your 6-year-old son, lovely. Okay, so you validate that for us, they're little. Look, I'm getting Jack of Clubs. Can't predict for you what you're having. That's the card of I don't know. You may know, I'm not sure. April next year, probably early on. When I'm seeing vehicle change to do with when your new child comes, okay? Something about a surprise visit, okay? This could be around the time of your child. There's a woman helping you, Sarah, to do with the kids. Does it make sense? Okay. Okay, so you helped your dad earlier in the year with a house. Well, very nice. Very nice. That must have felt good. Okay, alright, so that may well be it. Does Dad have a female in his life? Or is there an auntie to you or someone else that visits that home that your dad's in? There's a surprise visit to do with either the house you helped your dad with or yours. Okay, it'll be upcoming if this hasn't happened. It could be Mum coming home to help him visit. Yeah. Is that your mum, Denise Green? Oh gosh, small world. I do my best, but I've been doing this for over 30 years, so I tend to let the information go a bit. So your dad is engaged to a lady in America who's applying for Australian residency. Well, she's coming. And your mum's visiting to do with Bubs. Oh, that is too cute. That is too cute. I don't know if you've thought about another one after this one, Sarah. It's a possibility in these cards. Wow, so that's good news. I think you'll like her. I do. I don't know if you've met her online or what have you, but look, I imported my husband from the States. We actually met on Facebook, believe it or not. I thought, why not? You know, what is it? YOLO, you only live once. And we have the romance of the century now. You're in the USA, Jessica. Must be the middle of the morning or crack of dawn for you. That's hilarious, Sarah. So your original question was about your husband's job. Okay. That is too funny. There was the word dad there. I'm not sure. Maybe it was pop, really. But I'm getting some of this information from the older male who's passed. I want to look at your husband's job. Look, it is in here. It's a little bit delayed. Hang in there. I do see a group of people that are to do with a change in job to do with your partner. I'm seeing that benefit your son as well for some reason. Okay. Yeah, 4 a.m. Jessica. I'm not sure about daylight savings and non-daylight savings in America and all that. I did live over there for a while. Many years ago though, so don't remember how it all works. Look, I'm not sure if you'll delay something to do with a party, Sarah, but that's in there. That's not a bad thing. Do what feels right for you during this pregnancy. You will get the party. Okay? All right, so there is a job. Look, it's there. There's a change. It's a yes. But you're not letting on the information in the meantime. So I think we lost Charmaine. It's Sarah. I'm sort of still trying to go in order from the beginning a bit. Okay, we just got another job one. Michelle Wood, are you still on, Michelle? Okay, and we're going to look at SNES. Oh, Sarah, you're welcome. Yeah, there's a new job in there. Look, it's got the 2 of spades, which is the 2 of swords, a bit of delay, but a big yes. Okay, so just keep at it. Positive affirmations. I believe in you, my beloved husband. It all adds in. It all adds in. Give us a specific question, Kel, okay? I think nearer the end we tend to go with who's sort of on the end. We're getting through quite a few tonight, which is lovely. So give us a specific question, Kel. And SNES. You said anything for you, but I'm seeing a couple of things already, SNES, so I'm just going to go for it, SNES. Just give us a question, Kel. Even what area of your life you want me to look at. You're always going to get more information. Hi, Kasha. She can't get on, Michelle. Okay. Look, that's okay. I'm going to do a little bit of a message for Michelle at a distance. We won't get any validators out of her tonight, but I want to look at that. Look, I'm not sure if your husband there, Michelle, is needing to have a bit of a learning curve to do with technology. Okay? Oh, how good you're on, Michelle. Validate for us if there's any sort of thing there that's holding hubby back to do with technology. Is that what he's unhappy with? Okay, tell me what, if you can, if it's not too private, what he's not happy with there. Look, SNES, what's your question, SNES? I'm seeing a couple of kids, but I'm sort of tagging 3 of you here. And we're going a bit over time again tonight, which can drain me a bit, so I'm going to wrap up pretty soon. Look, I may do one around Christmas. I'm just really going to have to see what my normal real life schedule is. So you got redundancy last year, Michelle. Okay. Look, I don't know how he's going to feel about this. We can only lead the horse to water, Michelle, but I do see perhaps an issue with technology and adapting. Okay, that may have been why he was chosen for redundancy. I don't know. I'm not speaking for that company. I have no idea what context that is. I'm seeing that there's just bigger things to life. I'm seeing money working out. I'm not sure if you have an investment, Michelle, or something that's going to pay off, but there is going to be fine around that. Okay, it's a little bit delayed. I'm seeing that. Look, has he checked his health, your husband? Validate for us, Michelle, if he's checked his health. SNES wanted work, finances. Yeah, I thought so, actually. SNES. Finances. So tell us about Michelle. Just why he's okay, so he hasn't. All right, I'm going to tell you to push him to get to the doctor for a general checkup, Michelle. I'm not going to worry you and say he's passing. Look, isn't in here, but it may be good timing. He's got a bit of time off. I think there's some health things for him to look at. Just your general checkup. If he hasn't had one, and he's in his 50s or older, he needs to get it checked. I'm not sure of your age. Again, I can't see your picture, but I'm seeing some medication helping him. Okay. I sent Brian off to the doctor last week. I do believe your husband will be fine, but he's got some other things in there. Let's come back and ask me next time about the job. Look, I don't know about the job, but he needs to look at his health. Okay, Michelle? Don't want you worrying tonight, pacing the floor. Get him to have a look soon. Next few weeks, honey. All right, and he's in his 50s, you're validating. Okay. Occasionally there's a bigger picture. One time I had a dream about, just before I was going to UK to see my dad from LA, and I had a dream that I had all these sores all over me, and I was in a different room to what I usually would stay at their place, and mum and dad's place, and it was all different, and that was it. And I got to see my dad, and that was it. So in reality, I got there, I got a job in a bar, bartending, and ultimately I got bed bugs from a hostel. I had sores all over me, I couldn't do the job, I had to go home. And I got to see my dad for a few weeks before he passed, which I wouldn't have had if I'd not got the bed bugs. So I think sometimes there's just a bigger reason. I'm not predicting your husband's passing, okay? I don't tend to run around doing those types of readings. I think that's up to nature, but ultimately I am seeing that that will be addressed and very much fixed. I'm seeing a bit of fix up to do with the house. Like I said, I'm seeing another investment or something pulling off separate to actual work. Okay, Michelle? So I want you to have faith that there's some sort of other thing that's coming in to do with work, all right? Let's give him a bit of a hassle to get to the doctor. Yeah, it is amazing, Snez. It is amazing. I'm going to do a quick one for Snez. I can feel the pull from everyone. I know it's very difficult to get to you all. I do appreciate you coming on week after week. Going to have a break until at least Christmas. I'm going to teach you all how to see for yourselves, okay? If only there was 10 of me. I think someone said that earlier. But there will be soon. I think there's already 10 of me around. Some family, my husband. He doesn't necessarily read for other people because it can be quite confronting. Thank you, Tara. But ultimately, it's something he can look at for himself now. So I promise you it's possible. All right, let's have a bit of a look at you, Snez. All right, you have got a yes coming up. This would have been something you said no to, Snez. I'm not sure. Yes, I will be teaching you, Brian. I'm not sure if you said no to something or if you just changed your direction. Okay, this is a positive thing upcoming though. And I've got 20% battery, see? I've got a problem with my charger, so we've got a few minutes left. And kill anyone new. These will be my last two questions tonight. Always pains me to leave you, but I will put the private link up as soon as I've had a cigarette after this. Like I said, I'm anyone. Anyone can see for themselves. Alright, so Kel was asking anyone new. Alright, validate for us, Snez, just in regard to saying no to something or changing your direction. You have a big yes in regard to that. I'm seeing an older lady help you, Snez. Okay. Michelle wants to learn as well. Hi, Jeanette. I'm closing up in a minute, Amy. Thank you so much for coming on. For those of you I haven't got to, I do try to notice who I haven't got to and who I have that come on repeatedly. I will try to get on at Christmas. Come to my private page, I'll put it up. Okay, Snez, you have got the 8 of diamonds there. I'm seeing a room with an older male and 2 females to do with some sort of interview for you. You're saying there, Snez, you want to change your career, don't know where to go. Alright. Keep your eyes peeled for synchronicity. I'm not going to say where you should go. This is your traditional type of job. Are you welcome, Debbie? So you have an older lady, has to be your grandma that passed 2 years ago. Yeah, she's helping you, okay? The older lady, she's giving you a lot of love. Lot of love. Okay, so you're studying meditation, Kelly. She's validating from before. Thank you very much. Alright. Hi, Tanya, your first time. Oh, look, I appreciate you all understanding. I don't get to everyone. Okay, good news around work, Snez. Validated a change. There will be an interview of some sort that you will get a yes. It's not to say there won't be no's. Keep going with the synchronicity, your affirmation, Snez, is I'm open to new opportunities. Okay, beautiful. And you've got your grandmother helping you as well. Okay, just quick there for Kelly in regard to a new fellow. You've got a phone call there to do with someone. I'm not sure, Kel, if you have a partner already or a daughter, but I'm seeing a boy and a girl. Okay, so if this isn't to do with you now, it will be to do with your partner. These are pre-existing children. They're already here, a boy and a girl. Okay, so if you can validate for us, Kel, even if it's after the live, because my battery will run out. It'll give me a 10% and then I'll have to run off. So the 20%. Jeanette just wants a card. Doesn't quite work like that. Oh, hi, Leanne. I'll read you at some point. I know Leanne's dad's passed, and I really want to connect in with him. So many, so many. Okay, Jeanette, you got these two. Ah, 9 of diamonds, 8 of hearts. I'm very well, thanks, Lauren. Okay, so you have 2 girls and a boy, so they're pre-existing. All right. There's going to be a partner. Okay, I believe they already have kids. For you, Kel, it's a big yes. It's come up pretty much instantly. You may even meet them online. Be open to online. Doesn't have to be the dating chats. It might be, it might not be. Be open to online conversations. All right, and a big yes. You're welcome, Snez. Hi, Michelle. Okay, I'm going to wrap up. We've gone a bit over the hour, which I do like to do when I've got the energy. Oh, you're welcome, Mandy. For those of you who missed Mandy's at the beginning, wow. Okay. Like I said, I'll try come on at Christmas. I will put up the link in about 10-15 minutes onto the comments of where you can come to the private room. I don't read in the private room, but you get access to this industry in regard to what I trust, which isn't a heck of a lot. So it's well vetted in a safe space for you to explore for yourselves. So that's why I do these readings on the lives. I'm not a professional clairvoyant medium anymore. I have done a lot of them. Not too bad at it as well. Thank you, Maria. Hugs and kisses. What do the 2 cards mean? 9 of diamonds. It's to do with a course of some sort. Okay? It's to do with a course of some sort of learning there, Jeanette. Give them a Google. Look, I've given you what I can, something, because I've shut down now in regard to that. Come onto the private page, ask me what they mean. I'll get into it with you about what your thing meant, all right? You're welcome, Kelly. Oh, thank you, Brian. Yes, I was explaining at the beginning that I need a bit of a break when I do readings. That's why I do the short amount of time, show you that it's real. Anyone can, and then link you up with other readers if you prefer just to have a reading off a professional medium. Just reading your comments. Oh, you'd like a new car when Bubba's born? Yeah, there's an upgrade there. Okay, the private page I will link in about 10 or 15 minutes. It's just called Philippa-Lee, the Spiritual Tourist Free Private Group, I think. It links on to the Spiritual Tourist, but I will put it up on the comments. Thanks, Jeanette. Yeah, they're good cards, all right, I promise you. I can't remember what the 8 of was, so you write what they were, okay, what I told you, or you can play back. And put a comment, a post on the private page. All right. Well, thank you so much, everybody. Much love. I'll come on at Christmas to at least say hi. We've got Marley saying goodbye. Hey. There we go. All right, everybody. Have a beautiful evening, day, wherever you are. And remember to look after yourselves. And I send you many, many rainbows. Mwah. Take care.